He's going Dusty Bogan here. Just woke up, read the news. Old Notre Dame burning down. Jesus Christ, what a tragedy, eh? I took my wife to Paris for her 21st. Like, I proposed when she was 18. We got married when she was 19. Took her to Paris. And it was amazing. What a beautiful city. What a bloody tragedy. I remember it was like, bang, woke up one morning, walked to the Eiffel Tower, up to the Champs-Élysées, on the Arc of Triumph, and then down the Champs-Élysées, down to the Louvre, and then around, and we went up to Notre Dame and had a walk through. I think it was like my first time in a European church, like an actual cathedral. So it was like hectic. It was really amazing. I'm sure there'll be like the proper, all the stone work would have to be there. Surely they'll be able to fix it enough. What a bloody tragedy. I think dead set, when you go in there, you can buy like, you can kind of like put $1 in and they'll light your candle, or you can put like $1 in and then like a coin, Notre Dame coin will roll out. I got 2 of them coins somewhere. I think I gave one away to a dude who was struggling at my work. And I think I had it in my wallet. And I was like, hey, bro. I think he was a Christian. I just started being a Christian. So I was just like, here, mate. Hopefully this encourages. I think I can't remember what. I know he was going through some tragedy, like a sick kid or something. So I was like, here, bro. Anyway, terrible, eh? And then you think to yourself, all the articles. If you look on the Dusty Bogan's mates on Telegram, heaps of people posted up a ton of articles about this. So, it's real interesting. There's articles about all the churches. So people are saying they don't know if this is from a construction site because there's like they were doing renovations or something. So like, it could have been just an accident. But you know what? You can't really... We know the fake news is like... The fake news like dulls everything down now. This is the thing. They want to pacify every event. This is why they're like, Islam's a religion of peace. And this is why we see terrorist attacks. Like, we're seeing terrorist attacks in Australia. And they're like, it's not a Muslim. And, no, this person had a mental health problem. So it's like a big divert. They don't want people, I guess, getting super pissed off and just being like, what the fuck? Like, are we serious? Is that seriously like what's happening here? They try to cover it up with, I reckon they try to pacify the situation by being like, it was only a construction site accident and somehow something burnt, got the fire started. One article said the fire start was lit in 2 places, so that sounds like arson. Another article I was reading said they found a car near Notre Dame full with gas bottles, and the guy got arrested. So like, what the hell is going on? And then there's all these articles about there's like something like 1,000 churches that have been vandalised or desecrated or in France in the last year or 2. Like, what the hell's going on? And synagogues too. So you're like, what the heck? Is there a correlation with the mass immigration of Muslims? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Maybe, I would have to say. When you look at... it's definitely not off the radar, and it's definitely... You gotta imagine yourself this. If they're willing to fucking shoot up... Who's that? Grande Sheila, fucking Justin Bieber's ex-girlfriend, who was singing a concert in England, and they fucking they blew it up. They killed heaps of kids. If someone with this radical ideology is willing to shoot fucking kids at a concert, fucking anything's possible. These people do anything. They desecrate graves. that's how radical that fucking ideology is. It's poison. So it's just the beliefs. There's nothing to do with race. It could be any fucking retard could pick up the Quran and go, oh yeah, I believe that, and get radicalized. Any person could read it and get radicalized. So it has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with the poisonous belief system of Islam. And this is why they say Islam's a religion of peace, because they know it's like 90% of Muslims don't read the Quran. They never read the Quran. The saying it's a religion of peace is just so the Muslims they go as a cultural thing, as a tradition, to the mosque and say, yeah, I'm a Muslim, and then they've never really read it. And then when Obama and George Bush and CNN and everyone's like, religion of peace, religion of peace, religion of peace, they go, yeah, it's a religion of peace. They know no better. And it's just the reverse psychology to pacify. This is what happens. This is what the mainstream media and these people are just trying to pacify the situation. So they'll divert. And this is the same. Like so many times we've seen in Australia, we've seen around the world, they're like, no, this has nothing to do with Islam. It's just a complete denial. Do you know what I mean? And it's just a bloody shame. But, I think we gotta pray for the people of Paris. I pray that there's a revival in the church over there in Paris. You guys, they seem like good people. I've worked with a few Frenchmen and concreting, and yeah, good guys. We used to go for beers after work every Friday, this French dude and all my workmates, and seemed like good people. I had a good time when I was in Paris, and felt safe. Great. It was probably the most beautiful city. I mean, London was pretty beautiful, but Paris was amazing. Amazing culture, amazing heritage there, and I thought such an inspiring place to go to Napoleon's tomb, to go to the Eiffel Tower, to go to the Arc of Triomphe, to walk down the Champs-Élysées, to go. There's like that park where they beheaded the royal family. Go to the Louvre, go to Notre Dame. Far out, man. What a beautiful, beautiful city. And to see if this turns out that this is a radical, this is a Muslim, or clearly, if anything, it's an accident, or purposely, it's like a terrorist attack. This would be, if it is that, it'd be like Osama bin Laden when he went after the 9/11. There's a reason he went after the Twin Towers, because they were a symbol of America. They were a symbol of America's power and American culture, of Western culture. So if this is purposely going after Notre Dame, if that's what it is, this is a direct attack against Catholicism, Christianity, Europe, and the French people, clearly. And what you'd have to do at this point, European people, well, you've got your elections coming up, so make it fucking clear what you want. No more illegal immigration. Get control of your immigration. Deport people back to where they come from. Look at Australia's model of offshore detention, and if they come, send them away. Send them to offshore detention, and never let them settle in a European nation. That's exactly what we've done. We have offshore detention. We catch them in the boat, we send them out to Nauru or Manus Island, and they will never settle in Australia. They will never settle. And what we've done, we have stopped people smuggling. We have robbed the people smugglers of that product. And that's what you need to do. You need to have offshore detention. You need to firm up the border. And then you need to say there's one law for all. And if people in Europe break the common law, export them back to wherever they came from. They're not welcome. There's a lot of work to be done, but it ain't bloody good enough. You can't keep... What was it Einstein said? The stupidity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting to get a different result. Well, mate, time to wake up. Time to wake up, hey? So cheers, and we'll see what happens with this. And it could go either way. But I would say it's not looking good. It's not looking good when you can see the amount of churches that have been vandalised and desecrated, and it seems that the fire started in two spots, and they found a car out the front full of gas bottles. Now, I'm just reading articles, so how do I know 100%? I don't. But the thing is, we need to just understand this. If it is an Islamic attack, if this has been a plot to undermine French culture, European culture, Christianity, then we say, okay, now we can see a wake-up call, closing illegal immigration, shutting it down, stopping Islamic immigration. If you need to bring in immigrants, Hindus, Buddhists, bring Latinos in, bring Catholics in, bring Christians in, bring people who can assimilate, who are peaceful. If Islam has some problems, give them another 500 years to sort their own dramas out, to reform that religion, because it's a terrible philosophy. It's a dangerous belief system. Just think of this. If Ragnar Lothbrok and a bunch of Vikings were rocking up to your shores and boats, right, and they were saying, if we kill a Christian, we go to Valhalla, would you be saying, sorry, mate, you're not welcome, turn your boats back. We're going to fucking not let these crazy nutcases in. It's the same as Islam. Islam has their belief system. If they kill an infidel, they get the 70 virgins, don't they? They get the 70 virgins. They get to go to paradise for killing you. So this is a poisonous belief system, just like the Vikings had a belief system, similar belief system, just like these Muslims. It doesn't matter the skin color, if they look exactly like you. If it's a shipload of Vikings, they look exactly like me. The belief system is poison. It has nothing to do with race. You know what I mean? And the stupidity of a religion, if it's not a religion, what's that? That is just a poisonous ideology, because I tell you what, isn't religion, isn't spirituality the idea of the afterlife or heaven would be that of transcendent physical satisfaction, but not physical gratification? The Muslim, just like the Viking, anyone who has that belief system, I heard a friend say, my picture of heaven is, snorting coke off a stripper's back. It's like, oh, well, you're just like a Muslim, because your idea of the eternal spirituality is a picture of physical self-gratification. How do we think that would work for eternity? It doesn't work here. It doesn't work for Charlie Sheen and Britney Spears now. They all end up in mental institutions, don't they? In drug rehabs. Their lives fall to pieces. So, religion, I just think to myself, Christianity, isn't it painting a picture? I think it's a better idea. It's a better philosophy, because essentially it's about the picture of life here on earth, and the afterlife would be transcendent spirituality that would make us satisfied and whole, and we're not lusting after the flesh. Like these Muslims, they're crazy, and their belief system of an afterlife is fucking idiotic. I get 70 virgins, I get eternal physical self-gratification. Well, I'm sorry. I think the idea of transcendent spiritual spiritual gratification should be the desire of true spirituality and religion, not physical gratification. Anyway, bit of a tangent, but cheers. Pray for the people of Paris, and maybe if it's all burnt to the ground, maybe Kanye West can come and he can do a church service there, because he does it on rolling hills. He doesn't even have a building. But anyway, cheers, eh? Thanks for listening.